I was coming from a lunch at a hotel not too far from here. And on my way, I was on my way home. Just here at the Engine petrol station, a vehicle tried to stop us, brandishing guns and walkie-talkies. And they hooted, and they rang a siren saying, "Stop, stop, stop." So what is this? Before we knew it, there were one or two others. So we decided, if they're going to try and find a way to me, let them get me in my home. So we drove towards the home. And then decided, actually, by the way, I think it is better we come to a public place, because this didn't seem very genuine. I'm somebody who has an anticipatory bail in two courts. In two courts. So why do you have to come for me in this manner? Two courts. So we drove up to here, and they managed to block the traffic, and they came brandishing guns, banging the doors of the car and the windows, insisting that we open. I think after they saw a small crowd, they decided maybe they should show us a piece of paper. This is the paper that Willis is showing you here. A paper saying, summons issued yesterday, I'm to appear in court on the 1st of March, which is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., on some criminal charge 251-2018. You are not going to become legitimate by persecution of Kenyans. I'm just one case. You will not become legitimate by persecuting me or anybody else. Legitimacy is gotten from the people of Kenya. And please, you cannot force yourself on anybody. You cannot. There's nothing any of us are doing that are outside the law. Nothing. We are exercising our democratic rights as enshrined in the Constitution. And everybody who believes in this Constitution should recognize that we are being persecuted for nothing else. Following the Constitution to the letter. To the letter. To the letter. And being bold enough to stand up before everybody and say, we are standing up for it, we are going to abide by it, no matter what. I said the other day outside CID that these are dark days. They are very dark days. But they'll soon be over. Please, Kenyans, there is a dawn coming. They'll soon be over. Don't worry. We will take the hits, as you can see. We'll take them. These days are soon going to be over.
An unfortunate incident today, a blatant violation of the rights of our clients. He's been chased on the streets with gun-wielding thugs, who we came later on to learn may be officers of the state. And they were claiming that they were pursuing him with the sole intention of serving what they are calling court summons to appear in court. Ordinarily, under the law, court summons are served at the residence, non-residence, or the workplace of a person, if he so desired to attend to court. Summons to attend court are never served on the streets in the manner and in the style in which those persons were purporting to be serving these summons. We do believe that this is continued harassment and intimidation of Mr. Wanjigi by the state, misusing its officers to pursue a political agenda, vindictiveness against him for his political positions. Even if there was a desire to serve the summons upon him, we are presently in court in no less than 4 cases in which Mr. Wanjigi is a party and the state is on the other side. His known address is in court records. The state knows which law firms appear for him in all those matters. The state knows where his residence is. And if they desired to genuinely effect service of a court process upon him, then the duty was on them to either serve it on his known counsels or to serve it at his known residence or its office. But to brandish guns on a busy highway and give chase with more than 5 cars and brandishing assault weapons, the right kind of weapons that right now in America they are discussing whether they should be easily seen in public or should be concealed weapons. Brandishing them and threatening and trying to intimidate, we've never gone this low as a country. Today, in my view, it has confirmed the lowest that we have gone. This is not enforcement of a court process, but this now is more of worse than even a police state. This is a gangster state trying to enforce a criminal process. That cannot stand. And Just to mention, once I look at these purported summons, it doesn't even disclose what offense Mr. Wanjigi is being called upon. Mr. Wanjigi has never been summoned to write any statement. He's never been aware if there's any ongoing investigations against him. And shocking to us is that these proceedings are supposed to take place somewhere in Nyeri. Tomorrow morning. He's never been to Nyeri. Probably in the last 1 year, he's not stepped in Nyeri. So that to say that he has an offense which can only be tried by a court in Nyeri, that actually speaks volumes. He couldn't have been in Nyeri for the last 1 year. He couldn't have committed any offense within the local jurisdictions of the courts in Nyeri for him to be summoned to appear before a court in Nyeri. And this brings to mind the incident of Miguna, who was arraigned and held in Communicado in police stations deep somewhere in Central, Lari Police Station, Githunguri Police Station, all with an intention to intimidate and to break the spirit, and a continued persecution for their non-political stance which they have taken and publicly voiced. The state is now abusing the process of the law to intimidate and to harass them. We don't think this is how this country should be governed.